It was the kind of revelation that sends shockwaves through the paddock. Lewis Hamilton, a name that carries weight far beyond the racing circuit, has said something that no one saw coming. With all eyes on Ferrari this season, hopes were high, and expectations even higher. But what Hamilton revealed recently points to something far more serious than anyone had guessed. In a season full of upgrades, adjustments, and promises, the spotlight has now shifted sharply towards Ferrari's internal struggles. The much-talked-about SF-25 update, which was supposed to fix key issues and bring the team back into the title fight, has left their garage more confused than confident. Engineers seem shaken, the garage atmosphere is tense, and Hamilton's cryptic but heavy words have lit a fire of speculation. During a media interaction that was anything but ordinary, Hamilton dropped a line that stirred the entire motorsport world. Without giving away too much, he pointed to issues behind the curtains, problems that, in his own words, can't be spoken about just yet. His tone wasn't casual. It was serious, measured, and full of intent. That kind of comment from a 7-time champion isn't made lightly. His expression said what his words didn't. Those close to Ferrari insiders, fans, former drivers, understood this was more than just a driver being dramatic. Hamilton is known for keeping a cool head. He doesn't speak unless he has something worth saying. So, when he hinted at chaos within Ferrari, people paid attention. Not because it was gossip, but because it came from someone who's seen it all, and won it all. There's a sense now that Ferrari's problems aren't limited to just machinery or on-track decisions. There may be something bigger brewing, a deeper misalignment, a clash of ideas, maybe even a lack of leadership. And all of this despite the efforts to push the SF-25 as a contender for the championship. Inside Ferrari's base in Maranello, the mood isn't what you'd expect from a team aiming to return to the top. All eyes have turned to team principal, Frederick Vasseur, the man chosen to rebuild Ferrari's legacy. He stepped into the role with high expectations and the responsibility to restore pride to a team that once ruled the grid. But now, pressure is closing in from every angle. Media outlets have been demanding explanations, fans are growing restless, and within the factory walls, internal demands are building. While Vasseur tries to stay composed and professional in front of the cameras, it's becoming increasingly difficult to hide the strain. Every promise made without visible improvement chips away at the trust he's trying to build, both inside and outside. The team Vasseur recently promised an important upgrade before the British Grand Prix, with another update potentially following it. But Ferrari followers have heard similar reassurances before, many times. And over time, these words begin to lose meaning if they're not backed by consistent results on the track. That's the root of the problem. Too many expectations, too little delivery. The car, the SF-25, does have moments where it looks sharp during races. Under the right conditions, it can compete on pace with the front runners, but those moments are too few and far between. In qualifying, the team often finds itself unable to place its cars on the front row. That single shortcoming ruins their race strategy from the beginning. Instead of fighting at the front, they get trapped mid-pack, behind traffic, missing out on key opportunities at the start. One race, in particular, underlined these issues like never before. The Chinese Grand Prix. Hamilton was ruled out due to excessive floor wear. His teammate, Charles Leclerc, also faced a crushing setback when his car failed to meet weight requirements. 2 technical violations in one weekend sent a message at this level of racing. Even the smallest mistakes carry enormous consequences. Since that disastrous weekend, Ferrari's engineering department has been working non-stop. Every possible solution is being tested, every aspect of the car's behavior reviewed. From balancing issues to track-specific setups, the crew is under immense pressure to bring consistency. But so far, the progress has been more visible in effort than in outcome. The numbers on the scoreboard don't lie. While Ferrari is trying to regain control, their closest rivals Red Bull, Mercedes, and McLaren aren't waiting. These teams continue to move ahead, introducing parts with precision and maximizing every upgrade. Their ability to execute under pressure makes the contrast with Ferrari even sharper. Each update Ferrari rolls out feels like a gamble, while the others move with confidence. Despite all this, Charles Leclerc has shown loyalty. The young Monegasque has been one of the few constants in Ferrari's turbulent stretch. His dedication, it is visible not just in words but in how he handles growing uncertainty. When questioned about whispers that he may consider leaving Maranello, Leclerc didn't dodge the topic. He stood firm. "I don't know where these stories come from," he said, "and I choose not to give them attention." Still, public opinion isn't easy to win over. Many believe Leclerc deserves better, that his dream of becoming world champion is slipping further away with each season. He joined Ferrari with big hopes, aiming to follow in the footsteps of greats. But every passing year, every strategic misstep, and every technical error seems to pull that goal out of reach. Recently, new information surfaced, and it's added more fuel to the ongoing fire. Leaks from inside the team suggest that stress within the Ferrari camp has hit a new peak. According to those close to the situation, frustration is growing among senior engineers. The root cause? A lack of direction? Some departments are trying to solve reliability issues, while others push aggressively for performance gains. But they're not aligned. This divide inside the technical crew is proving costly. Reports suggest that the aerodynamics division and the core engineering team are struggling to stay on the same page. The tension isn't just about ideas, it's about priorities. Some are urging caution, aiming to build a reliable base before pushing forward. Others believe the only way to close the gap with rivals is through bold and aggressive changes, even if it means taking big risks. One unnamed engineer put it plainly: the main issue is that the team is being pulled in two directions. Fixing basic reliability while also chasing the performance of Red Bull and McLaren. Both goals are valid, but the team hasn't found a way to balance them effectively. And because of this, they're falling short in both areas. The long upgrade package keeps getting delayed, and the car remains unpredictable. These internal struggles have started to show on the race weekends. At the Canadian Grand Prix, Ferrari missed out on a strong finish, not because the car lacked speed, but due to a mistake in pit strategy. That single error turned a possible podium into another missed opportunity. After the race, several engineers reportedly lost their cool. The frustration wasn't just about one race, it reflected a larger disappointment with how the team is being handled from the top. One senior figure didn't hold back, saying, "We don't need more promises, we need a clear direction." That statement cuts through all the noise and perfectly sums up the current crisis. It's not just the car that needs fixing, it's the way the entire operation is being managed. Strategy, technical development, team coordination, all are falling short of the standard expected from a team with Ferrari's legacy. Now, the focus shifts to two crucial races, Austria and Silverstone. These aren't just regular rounds on the calendar, they could determine whether this season turns around or slips away completely. With pressure piling up and the clock ticking, Ferrari is running out of chances. As the Austrian Grand Prix approaches, memories of past success are hard to ignore. Just a couple of years ago, Charles Leclerc delivered an outstanding win at the Red Bull Ring, a moment that gave fans hope that Ferrari was on the rise. But this time, things feel different. The current version of the SF-25 still suffers from key weaknesses, and with limited upgrades available in time, expectations are being kept in check. Silverstone follows soon after, a track rich with history and prestige, and a home race for many top drivers. Ferrari plans to bring major updates there, hoping to shift momentum in their favor. But this decision carries its own risks. Making large technical changes under the full spotlight of a global audience can be dangerous. If things don't go smoothly, it could lead to an even bigger backlash, not just from fans, but from within the team as well. There's very little room for trial and error now. Every upgrade needs to count. Every pit call must be perfect. Every lap matters. Because while Ferrari is still searching for consistency, Red Bull, McLaren, and Mercedes continue to fine-tune their packages, tightening their grip on the top spots. These teams have already found their rhythm. Ferrari is still trying to match their pace. Through it all, one thing is becoming painfully clear. Time is running out. In Formula One, results are the only currency that matters. Reputation, history, and potential won't win championships. Only performance will. Lewis Hamilton, with all his years in the sport, understands this better than anyone. He knows building a winning team takes more than talent, it takes structure, belief, and most importantly, time. But even he would agree, time is a luxury that must be earned through results, not words. So the big question remains, will Ferrari rise to the challenge and reclaim its lost ground? Or are we watching another chapter in their long history of coming up short? The answer isn't far off, because in Formula One, the truth always comes out on race day.